Hi, BACC Board. It's Rosie Thomas, your Executive Director, giving you a report on video since I am away at training in Sacramento today. First, a little motivational music to get us started and get us in the mood to do business for the BACC. Thank you for being here. Take a good look around your old chamber. Be proud. Old ways are gone, aren't they? And a new sheriff in town. Nothing to dread. Chamber. Let's have a good time. We want you at the BACC. Thanks for being on the board at the BACC. We have everything that you need to succeed. So let's talk about that. BACC. Okay, let's get to work. What's on my desk in July, you ask? Well, we've had a lot of issues on my desk. First one was IP17. Oregon Business Industry and the Oregon State Chamber brought it to our attention that there was going to be an issue potentially on the ballot in November, a measure called IP17, which is a 3% business tax that we all looked into it, and vetted, and we were not happy about what we saw for Oregon. LAT team voted to oppose it, so did the executive board, and so did all of you. So we were in the first round of opposition on time on Friday the 26th, letting everyone know from then on out that this is a bad deal. I have put some information and housed my new executive director report in the monthly newsletter delivered to your email every month. And this will have important links and ways that you can help, where you can just have easy access, click the link, and add your own company in opposition to it if you don't like what you see here. I'll try to make sure I include important links and ways that you can help us be stronger about fighting stuff that is bad for Oregon. We have to do it together. Thank you for voting and taking the time to get that done so we could oppose on time. Great job, Chamber team. The Bay Area Chamber has also been informed of a lawsuit potentially coming soon. Representative Boomer Wright brought it to my attention that the Center for Biologic Diversity is coming against the U.S. Forest Service. They intend to file a lawsuit to protect Oregon's coastal martens. They are from the weasel family, and there's only about 71 of them in Oregon here on the dunes, but they are saying they are needing protections from off-road vehicles, which means they are going after our recreational sand dune areas. Boomer Wright doesn't like it, and so we provided an assist and gave him several chamber members' contact information that this would, immediately pertain to, so that he could put together a coalition and fight back. Our LAT team here at the Bay Area Chamber will have our eyes on this going forward. The Bay Area Chamber of Commerce and our LAT chair, Ron Cooch, was in attendance at the town hall at the Coos Bay Library last week, where Senator Dick Anderson addressed constituents and people finding out what's important to us here in our area. Also in attendance was Representative Boomer Wright and Court Boyce. So we are continuing those relationship building exercises and making sure that we are at city, council meetings and things as much as possible. Director chats have been a lot of fun. I have met with several of you, just getting an idea of what you would like to see at your chamber, what you're most excited about, what you would like us to work on, and maybe where you would like to go. I want to make sure everybody's aligned well and, working their passions and helping us in the areas that they're the strongest in. So those will be continuing through August, as there's a lot of you and I have to find some of you and make time to sit down and chat. So I'm looking forward to that. Learning opportunities that have been coming my way. I spent half a day in Salem at the Oregon State Chamber training, Build a Better Board, and executive directors and board members were present. I made many great connections and a couple of friends that I can use for resources. And I am looking forward to WACE Academy this week, WACE, Western Association Chamber Executives, where I am working on my certification to be a chamber executive for you. And I'm hoping to make some great new connections and be idea sharing with people even as we speak. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will update you when I return. Lots of great things that I'm learning from that. Upcoming training for all of us is the board building session, the latest collaboration between the South Coast Development Council and the Bay Area Chamber. We cooked up this training that we would like us all to be a part of, and we will be joined by CCD Business and Travel Southern Oregon Coasts Board as well. So 4 boards coming together to learn how to be stronger for our community. That's collaboration at its finest. September 26th, 9 to noon. So it won't take too long, and we will be strong. Hey, events in July. Oh my gosh, we were seen and we were active. We were at Planet Fitness on the 1st of the month doing a ribbon cutting for their grand opening ceremonies, which was a lot of fun and a lot of music. We had a pop-up table at the event till 5 o'clock, was giving away things like our chamber mints and just mixing and mingling with people coming to Planet Fitness. The Artist Loft Gallery, we were there for a ribbon cutting just a few days after that. And July 11th, we had our amazing business after hours at the Southwest Oregon Regional Airport, where Stephanie and crew had an amazing spread of awesome prizes and wonderful food and drinks. It was just an amazing event, and I feel really blessed to have such a great facility in that regional airport right in our backyard. I stayed late and got a tour of the firehouse and all of the rigs they use to, protect us from fire and, the inevitable that may happen someday. Wow, where'd that drama come from? But the rigs were cool, and there was a plane coming in that was all wonky that they were having to guide while I was sitting there getting my tour, and it just got really exciting for a minute there, and I just thought, this stuff happens all the time at the airport, and they just smoothly handle everything, and I think it's amazing. So thank you for such an awesome business after hours. We are very much looking forward to the next one. We also opened up the music festival at Mingus Park. And July 26th, we were at the fair. We had our booth at the fair all day and was joined by 5 or 6 of our members, where we all passed out great swag. We had our chamber mints. We had Lego building blocks, building community for kids that were edible candy Lego blocks in a bag that were so popular. And of course, our Chamber Coins for Kids program, which has grown to 10 local businesses that wanted to be part of that program, and it's getting popular. And we will be giving some out October 17th at the Coos Bay Farmers Market again, and the next event after that, Taking Care of Business, August 22nd, we will be at North Bend Lane's Back Alley Pub, getting ready to show you our bowling skills while you attempt to show us your best costumes and teamwork. So Taking Care of Business. Just wanted you to see my window, August 22nd, 5 to 8 p.m. Costume contest, prizes, fajitas, and a drink. Man, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have some bowlers taking care of some action here. And at night, I have lights lighting up this whole scene for the window. Just another way we're trying to be seen and actionable at the chamber. And we are really looking forward to that business after hours on the 22nd. So put that in your calendars and make a team. South Coast Dentistry, they had toothpaste costumes and toothbrushes, and they were trying to bowl in them. I can't wait to see what kind of costumes you guys come up with. But don't forget, that is August 22nd. The next thing on my plate, WBC is coming back September 4th. So we are going to have an exciting couple months as we lead into election time this November. So there will be some exciting forums taking place between people like Senator Dick Anderson and the person running against him, which is Joe Boudreau from Florence. And we are working on scheduling Val Hoyle to come down, and Monique Despain. So we're working on some of those forums. The first WBC is all about the Oregon Dungeness Crab Commission. And of course, we'll be having crab salad. So don't forget, WBC, September 4th, 11:30 to 1 at the Mill Casino Salmon Room. Let's see, annual planning goals. Let's go over that really quick. Membership goals. We are supposed to be getting city lists from Coos Bay and North Bend monthly and work those new business lists, trying to come up with new members. That's going pretty well. July, we were a little busy, so we need to crack the whip on ourselves and do a little more hunting. We have 3 of our 4 annual pop-up events already done for visual, being in more places. And let's see, advocacy was the next goal. We had polls going out in April to chamber members, gauging their opinions on hot topics in our area, and that went well, and it will continue as we feel the need to poll our members. Monique Despain came to CCD Business After Hours the month before. That was exciting to see. Communication. Our website is still in the works. We are working with Alan to get the completed e-forms and the live membership buttons turned on. And next we will be working on just making it a little safer and working on the back end of our website to make sure that we are a little bit safer on email information for board members, things like that. So lots of good changes coming from the website. I'll keep you posted. Being visual in more places. We have a YouTube account that we're starting to use. I'm starting today. I want to revitalize the education committee. That was another goal that we had. Stacy DeWater and I have come up empty so far on trying to find a committee that wants to bring the education committee back into strength. We had some great ideas discussed at the executive committee. We're going to work on North Bend, Coos Bay, and maybe SWAC to have student body presidents or the junior chamber reps to attend our meetings and maybe sit on our board with us. So we're working on some new things that should help us get some education going in that particular committee. Our ambassador committee also had goals. They wanted to do more fundraising and more incentivizing of ambassadors and recruiting. And that is going well. They have been fundraising at every one of their business after hours events, and we'll begin an incentive program. Sort of like our board participation sheet. They're going to use that for ambassador meetings, and I look forward to see what Stacy and Lonnie cook up. We will start hearing from you guys quarterly for updates, but feel free to update us on anything you guys are working on during your Around the Horn piece. I know the ambassadors have a lot on their plate, even a new medical facility mentorship program that they're working on, trying to find a way that the ambassadors can help medical professionals stay longer. Can't wait to hear what you girls are working on. We'll get an update from you soon, or maybe even through your Around the Horn. But lots going on with our committees. So let's just leave that at that. One more thing. LAT and business development. Those 2 teams are working on a lot as well. LAT has a lot on their plate. We have endorsement possibilities going on with candidate questionnaires this week. They only have until August 27th to be in the voter registration guide for the statewide offices. And so we have to hurry if we want to make sure that we have time to endorse some candidates, and we are working on that now. We are also working on these issues, that I told you about earlier in the meeting. So LAT's got a lot going on. Can't wait to hear your updates, Ron. Business development, Dr. Lee Salzgaber probably has a lot to tell you, but the home show is cooking up, and we have hired an executive director, and they are working on the committee. So lots more to come about the home show. There will be lots of ways that you can sponsor and get involved, and or just make sure you have a great booth at the home show when we start that coming April 2025. We have nailed down the location, the date, and the executive director. Now we just have to get to work and make this thing happen. So I can't wait to see that. One more opportunity is the Saturday market. The Saturday market in North Bend at the Pony Village Mall has been cooking up and getting stronger, and we have a chamber booth that our members can sit at for a week for free. They just have to contact Terry Cox from Get Yappy to schedule that and get on the calendar. Just wanted to remind you guys that that was a member benefit for our chamber members. If you see anybody or out in the community and you think they might need that, mention it to them. They just have to be a chamber member, and it's free for 1 week. So I didn't want them to forget that that was available to them. And otherwise, I'm just going to go get trained up and learn how to be a stronger executive director for you. I thank many of you for keeping tabs on things like natural resources. Tracy has been keeping us informed on issues there. I also have included something that she brought to our attention in the forestry department, and the information is online. Just thank you for watchdogging that while Tim Slater was ill, and we just appreciate everything you do for us, Tracy at Northwest Natural. Thank you for those updates, and I look forward to hearing from you when I get to read the minutes later, since I'm not here today, darn it. Enjoy your day, get some work done, and if you have any questions for me, give them to Allison, please, and I will put it on a parking lot and get back to you later. I'm going to go train now. Be strong, chamber. We got this boat.